everybody, it's Bree and Aldrich here to do BJD Addicts written prompt number 8, which is sizes. And I'm basically going to talk about the three main sizes, so YOSD, MSD, and then SD. The little 112s and the big 80s, they're really cool, but I think sticking to those three, since they're the most widespread in the hobby, at least from what I can tell, be the easiest. So starting with YOSDs, which are usually like 26 centimeters around that size, for anyone who doesn't know. They are super cute. I think they're adorable. I think they're a great doll for a beginner to start with because they're on the cheaper side, they're not very heavy, they don't take up a whole lot of room on, say, a dresser or a desk or wherever you want to put them, and the clothes, you can come find them in a wide range of styles, so I think they're really nice for someone who's just getting into it. The reason I personally didn't get a YOSD as my first doll is because I wanted a little bit more of a mature face, and the YOSDs tend to have more in the baby face range, and that was just a personal preference thing. One of my friends has a YOSD, she's super adorable. I get kind of jealous of her sometimes because she can just load the little girl up in a box, throw her in a backpack, and move on. It's the downside to bigger dolls, they are heavy, and carrying them around can be a trip. So yeah, that's what I've got to say on the YOSD. Moving right along to the MSD. Those tend to be between 42 and about 48 centimeters tall, usually about 45. And though Raleigh was actually my first doll, he's an MSD from Doll Zone. And I think, again, they're really, if you're a beginner and you don't really like the YOSD sculpt, the MSD is great, because they're big enough that they've got some weight to them, but they're small enough that they still don't take up a whole lot of room, and the clothing styles are really diverse. Another reason I went with the MSD style is because I really wanted a mature face, and I wasn't really finding that in the YOSD, when I was looking at YOSD sculpts. It took me a little while to find a mature boy in the MSD range, because I wanted my character to be about 17 or 18 years old, and so there were a lot of more baby faces, which is why I got Raleigh, because he's a little bit more, his eyes are a little bit narrower, it gives him a more mature feel. But that's another thing about MSDs that I like, is that you can get some who look like they're maybe 9 or 10 years old, and then you can push them into their late teens, and the clothes kind of reflect that larger age range. That's kind of how I see MSDs. Andy is a little bit tall. She's 48 centimeters, so getting female clothes in her size is harder, because from what I've seen, female MSDs tend to be 43, 42 centimeters tall, and because Andy's a little bit bigger, I can make clothes for her. That's another thing. YOSD, making clothes for them is really hard for me because you have to scale them down so much, and MSD is a little bit easier. Now, SDs, are my favorite size. I love the big ones. Aldrich was actually my first SD. I was nervous about getting him, but I wanted his sculpt specifically. Like, not just an SD, I wanted the magical angel, Kelly, in particular, and he didn't come in an MSD size. Like, they didn't have him scaled down, so I got the SD, and I fell in love. I fell in love with the size. It's big, so finding room on my dresser is a bit of a trip, but I love it. They've got some weight to them. He's actually pretty light, but one of my other SDs, Ryko, is a small brick. Carrying him around all day at a doll meet or at a con is a good bicep workout. That's the nice way of putting it. But I like the mature sculpts, like I've kind of been talking about, and the SD males really have what I'm looking for, so that's a point in their favor, and personal preference. Also, I love the clothing, and it's easier for me to scale down from me to them, rather than going from me to a YOSD. Andy was a good project for that. Just, can I scale this down? Maybe? Maybe? So yeah, I think my favorite size are SD. The next two dolls I plan to get are going to be SD also, Raleigh's brother, who I think I found the sculpt I want. I just need to actually save money to have him, and the new job, which I started last week, is going to help with that. Also, the project doll Emily and I have been working on, Ruvik, we have his head. His head is for a 70, so we're looking at getting him a body, which will probably happen before Raleigh's brother shows up, because the body I found is cheaper, and that'll be easier for me to get a hold of. Plus, I really want to work on him and just get him done, because I think he's going to look really cool, I hope. So yeah, that's what I've got to say. SDs are my favorite size. Woo, woo, woo. So until next time, bye.